Hi, everybody. Welcome to This Week in Falmouth. I am Michael.
And I'm Susan.
Hello,
and,
Susan.
and it's another week, Michael.
Goes by fast, doesn't it?
It really does. Yeah, it really
Well, there's
does.
a lot going on. It's pretty busy, I'll tell you.
It's amazing how busy you can be.
I know.
I was telling someone by email today, it's amazing how much work you can do with a laptop in your bedroom chair.
Right.
Yeah, it's just
A lot of people
really
are finding that out. And
Uh-huh.
I think a lot of people are going to be sticking with that plan when it's, even with phase 4, I think a lot of people are going to be, rethinking whether they're going to bring people back to the office or going to let them just keep working from home.
Yeah. Well, you can get a lot of work done. You don't have some of the interruptions that you have at the office, but you're also missing the collaboration that you have at the office too.
Absolutely. I know. I'm missing having you guys here. It's
I'm missing being there.
very lonely here.
I have to believe it's very quiet there, except for the sound of your clock.
Yeah, the sound of my clock, which you can hear probably, and the phone's ringing pretty hefty, I have to say.
Yeah. I know, but my emails are getting more and more too, as we get closer to any kind of a tourist season. I'm getting a lot of questions. So
it's funny, I had a phone call today, people in desperation calling from the Berkshires, wondering if there are hotels available here. I said, well, it's the same where you guys are, It is a statewide thing. So like, well, we're dying to get away. I'm like, well, it's not that far off. So hang tight. So
hang tight.
Yeah.
I think it's June 6th is the next government guidance advice. So.
Yeah, I know. I spoke to Clark Gwynn today over at the Seacrest. He's going to be joining us on the Falmouth Cares Business Roundtable on Monday to talk about the accommodations industry as well. And they're getting ready. They're gearing up and doing what they have to do, as I'm sure all the accommodations are. And we'll be shifting a lot of our focus in that direction as well. I know that Maura's been working really hard, preparing and getting tourism stuff ready. And I know that video that was produced and put on our website is great. And I know the Cape Cod Chamber's been working pretty hard and has involved all the local chambers. So obviously it's going to be that balance of reopening, keeping safety and precautions in place, but also attracting visitors to our town to support our local businesses.
Sure. Yep.
Yeah. It's the fun. I feel like, who's that guy who walked between the Twin Towers up there on the tightrope? Man on a rope or something.
Wallenza?
It wasn't one of those guys.
It was a Wallenza?
Philippe Petit. I think that was his name. Yeah. Remember? They snuck up and they did it. He was like on the tight, we're just like, wow, it's like one wrong move and you're down. So it's kind of hard. I feel like, that's what it's like trying to manage this whole pandemic and everything, because everything changes and the wind blows in a different direction. It's really challenging.
There's nothing to model your activities on. It's all brand new and unprecedented. And so, it is just playing it by ear. Yeah.
I know the select board's meeting tomorrow night, Thursday, to talk about, how the town can respond to the governor's executive order to relax a lot of the requirements and really trying to accommodate the businesses. So I feel like we're getting some momentum going forward. And,
good.
And
I know the town wants to do what they can for the businesses, but
absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
So what's going on? There's stuff
on?
happening.
Yep, it's all virtual except for the farmers market.
Yes.
We'll start off with Ocean Encounters Coral in Crisis. This is produced by the Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution. Sylvia Earle, marine biologist, ocean explorer, and conservationist. Marilyn Brandt, University of Virginia Islands coral disease ecologist, and Amy April Huey, marine microbial ecologist.
Nice.
And basically they're talking about how corals are struggling around the world and what can be done about it and what they're doing about it.
It's kind of interesting. Have you seen those shots of places where the smog has lifted because people have been home? And wonder if that will kind of trickle down to the oceans and to the coral. And this is probably I would have to say it's probably an ocean and atmospheric scientist's dream come true. Not the pandemic itself, but the results of the pandemic. I mean, there's some really good studies, I'm sure, that are being done that are going to, help really support that notion of that pollution really being so harmful and advancing.
I mean, when are you going to ever get the chance again to remove human beings from the equation and see what happens underneath all of the human effects? So yeah, this has been pretty remarkable how resilient nature is.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's good. Hopefully we'll have something learned here, and then we can reverse some of the negative warming effects and everything that's going on. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Falmouth Farmers Market, that's going to take place tomorrow and every Thursday from 12 to 6 p.m. over at Marine Park on Scranton Avenue. I know Maura was out there at the grand opening last week, and she said it was
yes.
terrific, and that there were a fair number of people there, but they've able to set it up so that you can socially distance, and they're pre-packaging the produce, and they've got it working very well. So Falmouth Farmers Market.
That's going to be a big treat for a
Yeah.
lot of people.
Oh
It's
yeah.
awesome.
Cape Cod Community College is presenting Essentials for Managing a Project Remotely. That's on tomorrow from 2 to 3:30 p.m. That's a virtual course. There's information on our website about how to sign up for it. It's the templates for essential shortcuts to get your team comfortable interacting on Zoom.
Great.
The Falmouth Museums on the Green is doing several virtual talks. In fact, they're doing like 2 a week for the next few weeks. This one is The Crowded Hour with Clay Risen tomorrow, 7 to 8:30 p.m. Theodore Roosevelt, The Rough Riders, and the Dawn of the American Century.
You know, that's great to hear that they're continuing. You know, they're so outstanding in that area, and you know, I'm not surprised that Mark and his team are really pushing forward because they're outstanding in that area.
Yes,
So
they
that's
are.
great.
They
Good
are.
news.
So all of these books, these are author talks, and all of these books are available through Eight Cousins.
Great.
And so, yeah, and information on how to sign up on our website, falmouthchamber.com.
Yeah.
Cape Cod Community College is continuing their Working Virtual series with G Suite collaboration tools, Google Drive, and Google Docs Level 2. And that's June 8th, Monday from 10 to 11:30. And again, there's information on our website about how to sign up for that. Again, another virtual talk at the Falmouth Museums on the Green, Tuesday, June 9th, 7 to 8:30 p.m. This is, of course, another Zoom talk, the inside story of the capture and killing of America's most wanted crime boss, Hunting Whitey with Casey Sherman.
Hmm.
Yeah, so they're finally, this is not a book about hunting him as a fugitive. This is about his life as a fugitive. And
Which was a long time,
which
right?
was 16 years.
Was it that long?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was 16 years he was on the run. And so this examines his life on the run, his capture, and his murder when he was sent to Misery Mountain, one of America's most dangerous prisons, and he lasted less than 24 hours there.
Wow.
So this is a free event, but pre-registration is required, and the information again is on our website or on the Falmouth Museum's website.
Great.
Highfield Hall is presenting their Farm to Table series with artfully created focaccia. Join Gail this week as she prepares focaccia, crafted with a variety of vegetables like cherry tomatoes, colored peppers, scallions, and more.
Yum.
That's a virtual program, and information on signing up is on our website or the Highfield Hall website.
You know, my Sophia makes some amazing focaccia, so I'll have to turn her on to that.
Yeah. She got her peppers, huh?
Yeah, she did. As of thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
But you know, yeah, again, Highfield, again, outstanding. You know, with these programs continuing,
Yeah.
and you know, I want to just circle back to one other point you made too, and you were talking about, you know, the books are available at Eight Cousins. It just triggered me that I know this week, you know, Daria bought some books from there. Drive up, they come right out. I'm hoping there's a specific Father's Day book in there. Get my fingers crossed. But you know, also to remind everybody to call all the local businesses and do the drive-by to try to pick up.
Do
you
the
know,
drive-by, and you can get gift certificates or gift cards, which will help the local businesses until they're open. Yeah.
Right.
But I think the retail opening is coming soon. With a limited capacity retail opening. We're going to hear about that on June 6th.
Yeah, as
Um,
you know, we just got the, which I know you've already put out there, some of the initial information. But again, you're right. It's the specifics we're still waiting on, and
mhm,
it's
yeah.
it's it's challenging, you know.
Well, it's all dependent on the numbers, and so you have to know what they are before you can make your make your recommendations.
Yes.
Cape Cod Community College continues with MS Excel for the workplace. This is 3 60-minute sessions on the 10th, the 24th, and next Wednesday.
Nice.
And the instructor is Elaine Moore. And again, the information on how to sign up is on our website. Part 1 is the beginners webinar. Part 2 is intermediate. And Part 3 is more advanced. This is MS Excel for the workplace.
It is obviously, as you know, you and I are Excelers, right? Because we go back to the beginning. I mean, it's if you don't know Excel, it's so helpful in so many ways. It's just great from home budget to work budget to any type of spreadsheet analysis. It's amazing. And it's
Well,
just not that hard. So if you don't
yeah.
know it, take advantage of this. This is great.
Yeah, I mean, I have to admit, I'm just an Excel dabbler, so I'm not.
I've seen you get around an Excel spreadsheet. I think
I
you're
can
more
get
than a
around,
dabbler. So
yeah.
I'm much too modest, Susan, but
Well, I'm one of those self-taught creatures who didn't have computers growing up, so yeah, it's
I
all a
know, right?
big
Remember
dabble.
that?
Yeah.
Life was so much more simple, but
Oh, but so much slower.
I know we wouldn't have had Zoom though, right? We would have been
Yeah,
in trouble. Hmm.
exactly. And then finally, Hui is doing a virtual program, Oceans Beyond Earth, from Earth's deep ocean to the search for extraterrestrial life,
Nice.
with the NASA Jet Propulsion Laboratory astrobiologist Kevin Hand, Hui oceanographer Julie Huber, and Hui deep sea explorer Chris German, and comedian Eugene Merman. And I
Really?
just thought, like, where does that fit in?
Sounds entertaining, huh?
Yeah, it does,
I
doesn't
love it.
it?
Little science and comedy together.
Sometimes science is comedy, huh?
I'm sure they need some comedy when they're out there on the ships for long
Yeah,
periods of time,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, so
So
yeah,
anyway, that's it on my end.
that's good. Okay, well, that's stuff to do. That's
Hmm.
great. And
And check our website because there are some ongoing exhibits, like Highfield Hall. Even though the hall is closed, the gardens are open, and you can drive up there and walk through the gardens in BB Woods.
right,
The Cahoon Museum has an outdoor drive-by exhibit.
I did
Heritage
that. Did I tell
Museum.
you? I didn't
Yeah,
tell you. I
I
drove
did it
by.
also.
Did you do
Yeah,
it too?
yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
did it
yeah. That
also.
was cool.
It was cool. Yeah,
I
yeah,
did
it
a
was
little
very
detour
cool.
because I'm like, I need something, to
Yeah.
cheer me up. So I went that way. And
Mhm.
my friend Bob Ripley went to heritage museums.
Uh-huh.
They let him out in the gardens,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
said the gardens are just beautiful. And
Oh,
there
I
was a
know
fair
that.
amount of people there. Obviously, social distancing, but it didn't feel unsafe at all. But it was beautiful to take in the roadies and everything.
Oh
So
yeah, the
that's
roadies.
another cool thing to do as well.
Mhm. The even just take a drive through town. The roadies all over the place are just exploding. So our town right now is very beautiful. So even if you just want to take a drive, which I know Jay and I did yesterday, and it was
Yeah,
glorious. So yeah.
nice.
Mhm.
Yeah, you got it right.
Yeah, you got to
Kind of
get out.
cool. Now, do you
Mhm.
wear your mask when you're in the car?
Not in the car, but I bring it with me in case I get out of the car, and I always
Yeah,
put it on out of the car, even if there are not people around. I just think it's safer that way. So
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
The funniest thing I saw the other day was I don't know if it was a man or a woman, young or old, but somebody was driving down the road and they had a Darth Vader mask on. It was. I
The
said,
world is
talk about a
changing.
comic relief, right? So that was kind of fun.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, the weather's supposed to be fairly good, I think. A little bit of
A
showers
little bit of
maybe,
a
but
rain,
warm.
but yeah, but it'll get, it's not gonna, we're not gonna stay socked in. So
No, your
mhm.
garden's doing well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, very well.
All right. Well, make it a great week. We'll see you again next week,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Have a great week.
Okay.